Bitcoin.org went down last night after being hacked by an apparent giveaway scam. So, yesterday, visitors to the site were greeted with a pop up message on the homepage inviting people to send money to a Bitcoin wallet and with the promise that their funds would be delivered at double the amount. So, we've seen this scam time and time again in the crypto space. The whole homepage was taken over. So if you're trying to navigate the site yesterday, you couldn't get anywhere without sending money to this Bitcoin wallet. Ben's not here. This was like my ode to Ben today. So we need to get a good rant going. I'm going to throw this to you, Will, first. Like I said, this is a scam that's happened time and time again in the crypto space. But for people who are new to the space and they hear these stories about, people getting rich really fast and like living this lavish life, they can fall victim to this. So what was your takeaway from the story, and what's your message to people who think they're gonna double their money quick?
My takeaway was that these people who took over the account failed utterly. They only got like 17 grand out of the whole thing, which I think they probably
That's
put
not
more
bad
money
for a
into
day's work.
No, that's pretty terrible. But probably taking over that website cost much more to do that than the money they got out of this. I think you look at the Twitter hack from, I think, summer 2020, and the guy only got like a little over $100,000 from the whole thing. Definitely not worth it for going to prison. There's better ways to rug pull out of money in crypto. So that's my pessimistic take on the whole thing. I think that someone brought up, I think it was Matt Odell. He said like there's way worse ways you could have taken over Bitcoin.org website. You could have put some malicious code into like downloads on the website. So if you want to download like the Bitcoin Core client, you could put some malicious code in there. That would have wreaked havoc if you had a lot of nodes going off the network in, say, a few months when people figure that out. But in general, like 17 grand is not that much. Zach, your thoughts?
Well, I'm glad you're looking out for the hackers. That's really good. For the users who got duped here,
it's kind of
words
pathetic.
of advice.
I mean, seriously.
Yes, both sides of the story. Both sides of the story. You're really doing that justice. For the people who got duped here, there is something to be said. If it seems too good to be true, sometimes it is. Not always in crypto. It's kind of crazy, but if it seems too good to be true, it typically is. If you see someone posing as Elon Musk on Twitter saying, "Hey, send me some money here, and I'll send you some back," typically you don't want to do that. So in this instance, it's always good to remember, if it's too good to be true, whether it's a juicy story or offer of free money, sometimes it is indeed false. So that's what I would like to stress here. But I saw Naomi's hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to continue on with what you were saying, Will, because I think that's such a good lesson that we can be giving people. When you go to these websites, they put out there as these trusted resources. They're held on a pedestal. If you want to download the code, do it from one of these trusted sources. Now, if Bitcoin.org could get taken over, if they could get hacked, you're absolutely right. Malicious code could have been put in there. I mean, have they gone over that website with a fine-tooth comb? I really hope so, and make sure that there's nothing lurking. And this whole giveaway scam wasn't just like a ruse to deflect from more damage that was done under the hood. But regardless of whether something actually happened to Bitcoin.org, sorry, you're absolutely right, Will, that it could have, and people need to be really careful with the places they trust on the internet. A lot of the times, we are relying on these third parties to direct us to places where we can download the correct version of things, given that, you talk about Ben, he's done a lot of reporting on scam apps that appear in the App Store, in the Apple App Store, in Google Play, and they look legitimate, and you have to be really careful out there. So I guess it's just a cautionary tale to be super careful out there. If you're unsure of something, just find ways to verify, whether it's reach out to their Twitter account, reach out to something that is separated from whichever website you're having doubts about, and just try to confirm this stuff. It's a scary world out there, so you got to really be vigilant about protecting yourselves.